So I've been looking for a sleeping bag solution to replace my military sleep system. The sleep system is great. I love the Bivy. It's just too heavy, right? Anybody who's slept in it or carried it, you know it's heavy. So what I did was I've been looking for a long time. I finally decided on pulling the trigger on the Argali sleeping bag. I was undecided, 0 or 20. I did go with the 20-degree sleeping bag for many reasons. I think it's just personal preference. You'll have to look at the specs and see what works for you. The 20 bag, I liked the weight and the size of it, what it packs down to. So what I did was I went and bought it today. I went actually to Argali in Boise. I then drove out to the woods. As you can see, here I am out in the woods. Got my truck right here. That's my escape plan. I firmly believe in the PACE principle: primary, alternate, contingency, emergency. My primary plan is to sleep in the Argali one-person tent. I like their products. I pay for all of them. And so no bias there. It's supposed to get down to 9 degrees tonight. That's probably pretty accurate. And let me take you over and show you how I have it set up, because I want you to have an honest review and expectations of what the bag can and can't do. I do firmly believe that there is not one tool to fit all solutions. I don't like it when manufacturers try to sell you something as this is the end all be all. You don't need anything else, especially something like a sleeping bag. So I appreciate the fact that Argali offers a 0 and a 20. And we'll get into that a little bit later, especially tomorrow as, I see how it does tonight. Let's go over there, though, and I'm going to show you how I got it set up. Inside the shelter, I have the Army Bivy. The bag will be inside of that. Don't worry. Save your comments already. I know how to run a Bivy. I'm just showing it out here so you can kind of see what it looks like. I did opt for the pillow. It buttons in, very nice. Inside of the Bivy, I have the Xtherm sleeping pad. So this is how I am always going to run it if I'm backpacking, hunting, hiking, whatever. I will always have the Bivy. I don't leave home without it. I will always have this sleeping pad. It is awesome. And I will always have the bag. Let me show you current temp. So we're right here at 20 degrees and falling. Fahrenheit, Celsius. Okay, I'll report back later. Okay, good morning, everybody. It is a chilly morning. Here's the setup. I am pleased. I'm just gonna throw that out up front. Argali 20-degree bag. Let's take a look at the thermometer. Looking at, what's that, 4, maybe 5 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, it's cold out here. It's time to head home, that's for sure. I got things to do today. Good test. Very good test. Very happy. And I'll catch you on the flip side. Hey, okay, so good morning. We're back here at the Idaho Life Global Headquarters, and a good trip, successful trip. I'm very glad that I went. I figured the best way to review this is to type up some questions. These are questions that I had before I purchased it. Questions that were probably answered on Argali's website, but they're the manufacturer and they're trying to sell you a product. So of course they're going to be biased, right? But you know what? I found they were 100% accurate and truthful. Maybe that's a spoiler, but yeah, I was very pleased, very happy with my purchase. So I want to establish some baseline facts here, I guess. I'm not going to go over the specs of the sleeping bag. I assume you've done your homework and you're just here to figure out which bag should I get, the 0 or the 20. Me personally, I am 5'9", 190 pounds, purchased the regular, and it fit me perfect. I'm a middle of the road sleeper. I wouldn't say I'm hot or cold when I'm camping in a mummy bag, especially. I typically, I don't like to wear base layers and booties or socks or anything like that. I just feel constricted. And so I'll go with minimal clothing. And that's what I did last night. So the question that I'm sure everybody wants to hear the answer to, did you get cold? No, I did not. I didn't use a stove. I think you saw that. I didn't use hand warmers or water bottle or anything like that. I was perfectly comfortable. When they say comfortable at 20 degrees, I was comfortable all the way down to 4 degrees this morning. So 2 thumbs up. Is it a good value at the price point? Yes, it absolutely is. I would purchase it again at the same price point, and I am very happy. Oh, and also on the price point thing, look on their website. They do offer some discounts, veterans, first responder. Even if you're a member of Onyx, I think Elite, 10% off. So that saves you a couple pennies there. Next question, do you wish you had the 0 degree bag last night? No, I don't. I would say that anything less than 4 degrees, I would want the 0 bag. I feel like 4 degrees for me personally is the lower limit of the bag. Keep in mind, I didn't have all that stuff I just mentioned. I didn't augment my heat at all with the water bottle or hand warmers or any other clothing at all. So if I knew that I was going into sub-zero temperatures though, for an extended period of time, I absolutely want the 0 bag. I don't like relying on stoves or other means of warming up that might not work. Where I was last night, it was a pretty picked over campground. There was no wood to burn. So yeah, I want to rely on the lowest common denominator, I guess. And if I knew I was going to be sub-zero for even one night, I'd want the 0 bag. But honestly, down to 4 degrees with no other heating, I was perfectly fine. Next question, were you truly comfortable? Or, you know, sometimes you go camping and you're like, I can't wait to get up. I can't wait for the sun to rise and to get in the truck and get warm. I was truly warm. At no point did I say, what time is it? I want to get out of here. If anything, when I did wake up, I was like, I don't want to get out of the bag. It's cold out there. So yeah, I was truly comfortable, and I think any reasonable person will be. Next question, pillow or no pillow? I do like the pillow. I like the fact that it buttons in to the sleeping bag so it doesn't slide all over the place. I like the fact that you can stuff your clothing to an extent in the side. I took my down jacket and stuffed it in there. It gave it a little more loft. But yeah, you know, you're going to buy a pillow anyways, and it's very light, very small. Get the pillow. You won't regret it. Conclusion. When Argali says that their bags are comfortable at 0 or 20, I believe them. I know the 20 bag for sure, and I believe them on the 0 bag. Now, I have a sleeping bag downstairs in the garage that is made by a very reputable company. They advertise it's a 15, a 1.5 degree sleeping bag. That is a complete lie. I wouldn't take that sleeping bag in anything less than 50 degree weather. It's complete garbage. So I was a little skeptical when they said, yeah, you're comfortable at 20. And they were absolutely right. I 100%. In the future, and this is to kind of sum it all up, I guess, In the future, I'm going to run the sleeping bag just as you saw it. I'll have my bivy, which is essential for, well, just the elements, right? Wind coming in the bottom, for condensation on the inside of small tents like that. It's inevitable, any tent, just to keep the water off of it. And the Thermarest X-Therm pad. I love that pad. If you are serious about staying warm in the backcountry and you don't have one of those pads, I hope you have something similar or equivalent to it, because that pad is absolutely wonderful. Now, did that pad help me get down to 4 degrees comfortably? Without a doubt. You know, I can't sit here and look at you and say that I could have thrown that sleeping bag on bare ground and been comfortable down to 4 degrees. That's not true. I mean, I didn't try it. Maybe you can, but I think we all know that the sleeping pad is a huge benefit and a necessity even. So as light and as small as that Thermarest pad is, just spend the bucks and get one. Between the Argali 20 bag, that sleeping pad, and maybe the bivy, if you choose not to do that, that's fine, I guess. But between those 3 things, I'm good from 4 degrees Fahrenheit to who knows what the upper limit is, right? So I'm very pleased with the purchase. I look forward to using it in the future. I'm considering the 0 degree bag. I could easily, in Idaho, find myself in -5, -10, 15 even degree weather. And if I'm going into that, I absolutely want that 0 degree bag. So I hope this helps. I couldn't find much out there. The bag is still very, very new, but I would say buy it without hesitation. You'll be happy you did. And I thank Argali for making a great product. I'm excited to use it in the future.